All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna go real quick over the comments of the last video. I do actually have now more comments that I gotta go over because since I transitioned to a new phone, when I did my backup and then restored it to the new phone, for some reason I lost some of the intro stuff where I read the first few comments, and then I don't know if I forgot to push play or if it also was lost during the transfer. But I did have some video that I lost while I was working on the truck. But we do have enough video, as you can see from the timeline of this video. So we're gonna go get right into the comment section real quick and just scroll through all this and go through it pretty quick because this is gonna take some time. We have quite a few comments to go through now. So starting again from the bottom, let's see, zoom you guys in real quick. So Nathaniel DeVos, can't wait for your own project. Lots of love from South Africa. So I already gave you a thumbs up, so I already went through this already, but appreciate it, brother. All the way from South Africa, giving a comment. Therese 78, bro, I wish you lived closer. You would be working on my GMC OBS. Appreciate the support, brother. If you did live closer, we could sure work something out for you. One Slow 5.3, keep up the good work. Badass content, bro. Appreciate it, my boy. Christopher, oh wait, I lost it. There we go. Christopher Metheny, keep up the great work, man. I appreciate it, sir. Slow EK, I see you. I see you too, cuh. Let's see, going up. Let's do this. Payaso Flores, damn, skip my comment, bro. It's all good though. Keep up the good work. I apologize that I skipped over your comment. I just was jumping back and forth from saying things and then going back to the video. So I didn't do that on purpose. So I will go back to your comment on the last video. Librado Diaz, quality work. Appreciate it, my boy. El Pulpo Builds, saludo desde Washington State. I love the content. Hopefully I can reach out to you when I move to Texas to get some work done by you. I love the attention to detail and the time devotion you put into each build. Take care, and as always, be safe. Appreciate it, homeboy. If you ever out here in the Texas area, in the Houston area, I will definitely like to work on your truck if you give me the opportunity. Zeke Too Slow. Give away a front or rear tub kit or a suspension notch. Step notch, C-notch, underbed notch, something along those lines since your channel is based around builds. We'll definitely be looking into that to doing some sort of suspension giveaway or a notch giveaway like you mentioned. So that's something that I'll look into doing in the future for the next giveaway. Iowa Drop Trucks. Great work and thanks for sharing your knowledge. I'm in the process of bagging and tubbing my OBS. Saludos from Iowa. Saludos, homeboy, all the way up to Iowa. Manuel Cortez Luna. This is what you call custom quality work. Attention to detail is insane. Thank you very much, sir. I try my best. I'm not the best, but I try. Little Mario 1994. I've been following you since you Sharpie designed your white crew cab on Instagram. That's been a long time ago. I don't know how many people saw my OG truck when I had it Sharpied, but I did get recognized a lot whenever I had it like that. Sparky the Legend 933. Let's get started. Yes, sir. That's when I'm gonna start putting like the timeline when you can skip all these comments if you're not interested in that. So I will be starting to do that from now on. Bone Shaker Garage. Thanks for shouting me out. Yes, sir. We'll do that again. Shout out to Bone Shaker Garage. Rafael Diaz, great content. A set of coilovers for the giveaway. That's interesting. That's the only thing is if I do specific like parts like coilovers, it will have to hopefully be specifically for a certain type of truck or something. So I'll look into that. I'll figure it out. We'll get into those bigger and better giveaways. Oscar Urisco? Uquizo. Something like that. Sorry if I mispronounced your name, brother. But saludos de California. Buen trabajo. Saludos hasta California. My suegros actually live in California. They're in Merced, California. Street Riders. Why am that? Go away. There you go. Street Riders 209. Great work, bro. I'm literally about to start the tubs on my lifted to bag project, and now you got me rethinking on how I should execute mine. LOL, keep those great videos coming. I appreciate it. I give you some inspiration, bro. As always, try to be creative, make it your own, and just take your time, measure everything, just use templates like I did, and you'll have great results. And then lastly, for any LS1, clean work, bro. we appreciate it. We'll go ahead and give everybody a like here. And then we're going to go back to, who was that? Payaso Flores. We're not going to forget you, my brother. Going back to the last video. So, where'd he go? Payaso Flores, keep up the dope videos, bro. You helped me out on my project. There you go, brother. I'm glad I'm inspiring everybody on here to get out there and build on their trucks. So keep on watching. Give me a thumbs up and leave another comment for the next video. And I will be sure to shout you guys out. So let's go ahead and get rolling into this video. And then also another thing, we got a little care package from one of my boys, Nunu J Fabrication. So we're gonna open up his package that he sent us. I sent him a little swag pack, and then we traded, and he sent me a little bit of his merch. So we're gonna open this up real quick, and we will see what we got in the box. What kind of goodies. So hopefully I don't cut the shit out of my finger right here. Hey, there we go. So what did Nunu J Fab send us? Oh, he also has a YouTube channel. So go ahead and go to, I don't want to put out his address right there, New J Fabrication. So go ahead and check up on YouTube, New J Fabrication, and go subscribe to my bro up there and see what kind of stuff he's got going on. So he sent us, ooh, looks like we got a couple of hats. So we got a New J flat bill snapback, very nice. And then we got another one, I believe it's in red. Badass New J flat bill snapback. And then what else did he send us? We have a New J Fabrication sticker. I drag a long way for a New J. That's badass. We're gonna have to find a place to stick this up on. So we got a sticker. What else do we have in here? A la verga, we got a bottle opener, yes, for the apple juice. So we're gonna have to put this to use in here. Nice little knuckle apple juice opener. So we're gonna have that. We have a little patch. We're gonna have a little patch for our jacket. So we're gonna have to have somebody sew that on. Have my wife sew it on for me. Ooh, we got several of them. Oh no, never mind. Stickers, another New J Fab sticker, plasma CNC and custom sheet metal. There's another sticker. Okay, we did have two little patches. So we got two patches we can sew onto my work shirts. And then finally another little New J Fabrication sticker. That's pretty cool. I appreciate the little swag pack, my bro. Actually, by the time, oh, you know what? I forgot another one. Here we go. What is this? This is, let me try to open this with my mouth. We have another little, let's see, little mini New J Fabrication sticker. We have some business cards. So New J Fabrication, there's his information if you want to. Over in Warner Robins, Georgia. I'm actually from Georgia, so I forgot. I don't know if I actually told him, but I'm actually was raised in Raven County, Georgia. So I don't know how far that is from where you are, but we were pretty close. So there's a New J Fabrication business cards. We got more little mini stickers. One of the large, medium-sized sticker, and then lots of stickers. So appreciate the little swag pack, bro. I'm gonna find a place to put some of this. Definitely gonna be rocking the New J hats while I'm working. But probably halfway through this build when I'm without the hat. So we will definitely be working these hats in. So shout out to New J Fab. Make sure you go to his channel. I'll put a link in the description below. Subscribe, follow him on Instagram. Again, thank you very much, bro, for the little swag pack. All right, well, that was going to be a short little day today. Well, I was planning on cutting all this stuff out. I could have swore I had some more sheet metal, the 22 gauge, but I actually have just the 16 gauge, but it's stainless steel, and that's not going to work. But I thought this was back here was another piece of the regular sheet metal, but it's actually also stainless steel. So that's not going to work. I'm going to have to make a run to the store tomorrow to buy more sheet metal. So I'm gonna put a hold on that, and what I think I'm gonna do is kind of start clearing out a way We want to try to start mocking up the location for the fuse box and coolant reservoir relocation and mount the battery bracket onto the front of the truck. So since we ran out of sheet metal, let's go ahead and do that instead. So shift of pace, but we're not going to stop it here today. We are going to continue on it and get progress done on this build. So let's go ahead and move this stuff out of the way, and I'm going to clean up a little bit too, because this is starting to get on my nerves how dirty it is in here. So let me clean up real quick. All right, that's looking a lot better. So now we are all set up, ready to start working on the fuse box relocation kit. Got my apple juice ready to go so I can stay quenched while I'm working. So let's go ahead and start mocking this up and seeing how we're gonna install this kit. So looking in here, I need to break out the instructions so I can properly look. I know this is gonna be for the fuse box, or the coolant overflow, but I don't know which brackets are going to be for the coolant overflow and which ones are going to be for the fuse box. So these brackets are for the battery. This is going to be a nice little guessing game. Okay, all that's left is the battery relocation thing and the intake parts. So let's see if I can do this with one hand. This one is the Reklez intake kit. And this one is the front relocation kit. So the ABS module relocation bracket is number 1, which is this one. The water tank tab is number 2, which is this one. Water tank frame mount, number 3. So this and this is for the coolant overflow water tank, I guess. Number 4, fuse box, small computer tab, which is this one. 5 is battery bracket. 6, where is it? 6 is right here. Is going to be the fuse box bottom plate. And then number 7 is, okay, so this is for the fuse box. So that's going to be the tube for the fuse box. Hardware kit also included, not pictured. Okay, so this is going to be for the ABS module relocation kit. So what would that be? A little computer in the bottom? I don't know where that's going to go. But anyways, this is for the coolant overflow, supposedly. Gonna have to figure out how that goes. And so this is all the stuff that we're going to need for the battery relocation. Sorry, the fuse box. I don't know why I keep getting those mixed up. So let me go read these over real quick, and we'll take this stuff and I'll get a better understanding of how all this is going to go, and then I will get back with you in a few moments. And okay, let's see. And then we designed our kits to be as easy as possible to install. Please read all steps, including setup steps. Failure to do so may cause damage to your parts or truck. Note, our kits require vehicle knowledge, welding, grinding, and trimming. No, pues entonces ya valió verga. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. All right, well, it's a mess, but we got pretty much all the wires cleaned up and stripped back of the old wire loom. As you can hear, it's all cracking from it being heated up so much from overtime, being right here by the engine bay. But I'm gonna set this right here and take a picture of it and send it to Johnny so you can freak out, so you can see how much we're fucking up his truck for him. Right now, what I'm going to do now is I got to start on the, where is it, that box. Cut that bracket off right there, and we're going to have to start bolting one of the brackets of the kit onto the bottom of that so we can start mocking up the position of where that fuse box is going to go. So, yeah, let me get my picture real quick, and then we'll go ahead and start cutting that. All right, so before I go any farther, I want to just address something. The Reklez kit does not say that you need to remove each of these connectors from the fuse box. However, I just did that because it would make it easier for me just to move everything around. So that's the only reason I took those big plugs like that all the way off with the 8mm bolts. It's just pretty simple to take off, or maybe they were 7mm, but yeah, the Reklez kit does not mention to take those off. I just took them off just because it would make it easier on me. So if you want to do that, it's not that hard, but like I did, I've been labeling all the connections, like block 1, block 2, with whichever connectors go there, which, like right here, here's block 1, B1, and then block 2 is this other one right here. So just label them like that, one by one. What I've been doing is just taping each connection before I unplug it, numbering it, and then taking it off. Obviously, just keep track of which number you're on. So just as a side note, you don't have to do that in the instructions. So I did that for my own benefit. All right, so following Reklez instructions, the first thing we got to do is on that battery or the fuse box, we got to take this and cut this tab all the way across through there, and that's going to be removed, like you see right there. That's that piece right there we got to cut off. Or no, sorry, that's the piece we got to cut off, and then this is the rest of it. We just got to flip it over and then start bolting the bottom of the bracket there. So let me get to cutting this first, and then we'll continue from there. Go. That was easy. So just like that, and then that plate, wherever I put it, that like this, and this plate's gonna sit right here. It doesn't mention grinding these down. Line up the fuse box plate on the bottom of the fuse box. Use the 2 factory holes on the fuse box drill. To guide the plate, you will need to drill 1 1/4-inch hole as marked by the arrow. Use the plate as a guide to help drill. It doesn't say in the instructions to grind that off, but I don't like how it's sitting like that right there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grind this down so it's flush, and then this plate sits flush with the fuse box. All right, see, that's a whole lot better. So I would recommend go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and line this up. Really not gonna bolt it down, but now let me get my drill. And it was a 1/4-inch. Yeah, 1/4-inch hole that we gotta drill. All right, we got a drill bit. Line it up kind of centered. I'm putting it all the way up against this flat part. And I'm gonna go ahead and start drilling this hole right in the center. All right, that's smart. Probably don't need to do this, but kind of a little bit waller it out. Yeah. All right, now that's done. Now we gotta bolt it to the fuse box, so we gotta get our hardware. Now we gotta bolt it up. you gotta use the 1/4" bolts. And then these 3 should be for the fuse box. But that bolt is not gonna fit through there. I gotta get a bigger drill bit. So it's not a 1/4" drill bit. Drill 1/4" hole, but I'm going now with a 3/8" drill bit. So now the bolt should fit through there. There we go. So use a 3/8, not a 1/4". Now it doesn't say which way it bolts to, but from the looks of it, the bolt has to go in from the top. So bolt goes to the top. All right. So the bolts go in from the top, and then the nuts will go on the bottom. So let me tighten those up real quick. Right, so the bolts are 9/16 bolts and nuts. All right, we got our plate bolted in. Now we're going to come back over here and start mocking it up towards to the truck right here. All right, so now we got to figure out, it doesn't specify where that tube has to weld to. So that's the one thing we got to figure out. So this has got to go right here somewhere. So this tube needs to go somewhere. Hold on. All right, so I got it right now. What I had to do is I ground this side down just a little bit more, because the way it was pitching this too far up. So I ground it down a little bit so I can bring it down. So now what I'm going to do is going to grind this top area of the where the upper control arm bolts to, and go ahead and do 2 tacks on each side and kind of put it right there somewhere. And then once we get this in place, we'll be able to tack in the bottom plate of the fuse box. So let me go ahead and get this prepped and clean this off real quick, and I'll start tacking this in. Okay, so I want to do it behind the scenes. Okay, ready? Ready?
Yes.
I'm gonna do one more. Ready? Okay. All right, so I got my 2 little peanut welds all tacked in. I did them right at the front so I could easily grind them out if I need once I need to take it out to fully weld this upper piece. But I did it up at an angle like that so I could get more lift. So pretty sturdy. It's not the best right now just because it's just 2 welds at the front. I don't want to move on it too much, but at least now I can be ready to, what I can do is now clamp this right here, because I don't think it'll fit on it. Oh yeah, it might fit on too. There we go. So what I'll do now is mount the fuse box up there. Now the instructions say to have the truck level, so you can level this out. So this is level, so it's not crooked as hell whenever you go to assemble it. But I'm just gonna eyeball it, and we'll see how it comes out. I'm going to pretty much what I'm gonna go off of is the brake booster. So we're gonna level it out with that, and then we'll see how it comes out. So let me go ahead and get this thing tacked in, and then we'll see how it comes out. All right, so what I think I'm gonna do real quick is I want to have a little bit more clearance down here because of that little plug for the fuse box or for the battery. So what I'm going to end up doing is cutting a little notch right here real quick. So let me do that. All right, so there's one small tack. And it is kind of sideways a little bit. All right, so I like that right there. That looks pretty good. So I don't know if it'll come out as good on camera, but I mean, eyeballing it, that's pretty decent right there. I might have twisted it a little bit too much. Let me go back on that a little bit. I'm probably gonna break the tack on it now. So right there should be fine. I'm gonna do another tack in that since I just weakened that from twisting it. So all right, so that's pretty good right there. And then what I'm gonna do will be pretty good. And I'll show you over here. So what I did is I bent this little box back of for the terminals for the battery. So the reason why I cut that is that way whenever you do go to open it, the little door, you have a little bit more access. So it does hit it a little bit, but I might shorten the bracket a little bit just to kind of give it a little bit more room. Either that or I'm just gonna completely relocate this while I'm in here. So it's not all the way back here. So that right there is pretty good, I think. So every time I come over here and look at it, it seems like it's twisting on me again, which now I can't, which I'm gonna take it off of the bottom anyways to fully weld that bottom plate. But regardless, I think that right there is pretty good. And that's already pretty close right there. So what I wanna do now is test fit the fender to make sure the tub isn't gonna hit, which it shouldn't, but it's always a good idea to test fit all your parts to check for clearances. So let me get the fender on there real quick. Oh yeah, you can see we definitely got plenty of room. So that even could have gone out a little bit more, but I think that's gonna be pretty good right there. See how it said, like it said in the instructions that you might have to shorten the radiator hose. So I might have to do that since it's gonna be close. I think some wires come out through that little hole right there. So to keep some of the heat away, I'm gonna go ahead and follow the instructions and trim back some of that radiator hose on the top. But I think that's gonna be good right there. I didn't fully bolt it in, but it is sitting in place. But I mean, look, you got plenty of room in there. So I'm gonna take the fender back off and unbolt everything and then start fully welding the bracket. I might not even take the bracket off. I might just leave it on and try to weld it on from right in there. So I'll just unbolt the plastic part so you don't melt that. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that piece off now. All right, we got it fully welded. These top ones, the overhead, I'm not gonna claim that I'm the best, but my peanut welds will hold. The bottom didn't come out too bad though. Laid some pretty good Mexican dimes. So it'll hold, it's nice and sturdy. I was about to hit that, but probably hot as fuck right now. So I'm gonna call it at night for today. Leave that to cool overnight. So we'll go ahead and finish this up tomorrow. So